This year I went to the 70th Annual International Jugglers Association meeting. It was really incredible. I made some good friends and I saw some very cool stuff. I got to see stuff like people balancing stuff on their faces, and I did that for a really long time. And then these guys were passing like 14 balls, and these guys were passing a lot of clubs. I don't know how many clubs that is. And there was those guys were doing that too, and there was three of them. And this guy was doing 9 balls, and you got to juggle them. He had to juggle them before he could juggle them, and look, he's still juggling them. There's 9 of them. Look at how many there are. That's a lot. That's more than you can do. They went everywhere. And there's ring passing, and there's more ring passing. And if you can juggle, you can get a hug. And if you can juggle with your eyes closed, then you can do this one. And this guy gives him a funny look, because that's what the MC told him to do. And he waggles his finger to summon all of the people in the entire world. And there they are, all of them. And Tom Wall was there, and he can do a head bounce. So I asked him what kind of ball I should get to bounce on my head. And he was like, well, young man, just take a picture of this ball, and you should get that one, because it's the best in the world to balance on your head and bounce it. And these guys were doing 7-ball endurance, and they could all do it really long. It was really cool how long they could go, because you can kind of do 5. 5 is possible. 7 is not possible. All of these people live outside of reality with what they're doing. It's just way beyond what's conceivable to me now. I just love watching it. The entire week, I was just geeking out. I went there with, like, my nice camera and all that, and I was like, I'm gonna get some footage. Like, I'll put together a video, and I walked in the door, and I just immediately made friends, and for the most part, I was just staring at all of the cool stuff that I saw. I mean, I couldn't help myself. Somebody doing 9 balls or 10 balls and passing 14. That was too much for me, and I was just geeking out. So this game is sort of like reverse tag. It starts out where there's just a couple people who are it, and they have to tag you with the club. Once you have the club, you're only allowed to pivot with it to tag people. So you see there's a bunch of people who are open for the club, and then a bunch of people who are trying to strategically run around so that they don't get tagged. You can knock the club out of the air if you're not it, but you're not allowed to, like, hold it or anything like that. So you can, like, do a nice interception, which you see a couple of those here.